Requirements for the nursing program in college, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So when I started back in like 2000, the requirements were like college algebra, chemistry, child psychology, A&P 1 and 2, microbiology, nutrition, all those like basic classes that you would need. And we didn't require MedTurn back then, but I think MedTurn's probably a requirement now.
Yeah.
And then the salary back then was probably in the 40s, like low 40s maybe. Like I know when I graduated nursing school, I started out like $16 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 90 days bumped up to $19 an hour. I don't know what that calculates out to, but it's probably somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
And why did I like it?
Yes.
Well, initially I was going to be a band director because I was all
Yeah.
big into music, but my mom was a nurse too. And so I had already taken a lot of the courses I needed to get in, so I got a big scholarship, so I went ahead and went that route. But I mean, once you get in it, it's fun, you start doing all that hands-on stuff. And then I think our first semester we went straight into clinicals. Like it was, no, maybe not. Maybe first semester was like learning all your skills, like your assessment skills and your IVs and Foleys and stuff. But then you immediately go into clinicals, and it's just fun. Plus, I love anatomy and physiology, so that was already fun anyways. So, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
What else? What did you find most difficult, like, in the classes?
In the nursing classes?
Yes.
My most difficult class for nursing was pharmacology.
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first semester. I had a death in the family, so I think there was some personal issues. But, like, I don't know, medications just didn't interest me, so I don't think I tried as hard as I could have.
Yeah.
So that one was tough. And then once you get into the higher levels, it just gets more rigorous, My med-surg class, I didn't take it serious the first test, didn't really study for it. I'll be fine. Bombed it, and I learned my lesson. You don't not study. But I mean, I maintained a 3.5 by the time I graduated nursing school, so my hardest was pharm, and then critical care was tough, but that's just tough material. But that was pretty much it.
Awesome. What departments were you in starting out whenever you started being a nurse after graduating?
So I worked as a tech in the ER when I was still in nursing school, so I transitioned into a nurse in the ER, and I worked there for just a little while, and then had a friend pass away, had to take care of her, and didn't feel like I could do the stress, so I left, and I did some pre-op, which is where you just do paperwork and start IVs all day long, which is my favorite skill, by the way. And then from there, I ended up going back to the ER because at the end of the day, that was kind of my passion. And then, but I've done a lot. Labor and delivery.
Yeah.
I've done NICU, I've done quality improvement, teaching.
If you had to go back, would you choose a different department to be in for like a longer period of time?
Instead of moving around like I did?
Yeah.
Really, back then, my only two options were ER or labor and delivery. And really, they're very similar because I think what I liked about the ER was the adrenaline rush, which you get in labor and delivery when you help deliver a baby. So I wish I would have done labor and delivery from the start, definitely. But they offered me a night shift, and ER offered me a day shift.
Oh.
And so I didn't want to be on nights. So that determined. But yeah, if I could have gone back and changed it, labor and delivery would be fun.
Awesome. To get into nursing school, what does your GPA have to be?
Oh my gosh. I'm assuming greater than a 3.0, but I do not remember. I don't remember. I know I had to fill out an application, and I think I had to take a test. The HESI, I think is what it was called. I don't remember. I'm sure it was greater than 3.0.
Yeah. Awesome.